it is, and these parents, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna call you no dummy, man. I was talking to a good friend of mine, and she was like, no name. She was talking to an artist, and the artist was saying he was training with somebody. And he was like, yeah, he the best and blah blah blah. And she was like, who does he train? And they just named off a bunch of rappers. So she was like, oh, so they're artist trainer. He was like, nah, he trained this person. He trained, James Harden too. And she was like, nah, this is James Harden's trainer. And she showed him me. He was like, oh, well, I ain't never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? But for me, to prove my worth, I'm not about to post pictures with me and these dudes every 5 seconds just to get my stuff off. Like, I'm cool, And I always tell my friends, like, if this is the way I have to win in this industry, I'm just not supposed to win. I'm just not supposed to win doing this. And it sucks because I enjoy it, but at the same time, like, I'm just ready to kind of like, transition out of it and do some other stuff from the game. I don't want to work in the NBA in any capacity anymore. So just trying to figure out what that's going to be. Yeah.
Man, I want to, if it's cool, I want to switch over real quick.
Holla at your boy.
From the basketball to football, man.
Football.
Because before you went to Paris.
Yeah. I know where this is going. I'm cool with that.
Before you went to Paris, man, I was watching. I see you with Kemp, Matt Kemp and them.
It's my brody.
Y'all over there.
We grew up together.
Over at OU.
Yeah.
And, we got a friend from Fresno too.
Okay.
Courtney Viney was
Yeah.
And so I was pulling for you, man.
Okay.
I was pulling for him.
Boom
song, man. What happened to the
man? It's crazy because we are, our defense took a big step forward this year.
It did, yeah.
But coming into the game, we lost one of our best pass rushers towards ACL. Kenneth Mann, get healthy. Then we come into the game, one of our starting safeties breaks his collarbone in practice, Delarin, and then we go into the game. My man Buki, who's from Inglewood, get the targeting call.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before the game, our second best pass rusher, he suspended for a weed charge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we don't have the depth that LSU, Bama, Georgia have. They got backups going to the league, right? You know what I mean? So we don't have that. So we need everybody. You know what I mean? So it's like we lose a few pieces. So we went into the second quarter. We ain't got neither one of our starting safeties. We had to pull a kid from a red shirt for that one game. You know what I mean? True freshman ain't really played. Woody Washington. So it's like we already behind the 8 ball, and they, probably top to bottom for sure, more talented than us. Yeah. So it's already gonna be a tough game to try to squeak out anyway.
Right.
You can't go into that game short-handed.
At all.
You know what I mean? So it was just too much stacked against us, man. But it's funny. Number 17 from the Rockets, man. He called me 9 times to talk trash about the game. He FaceTimed me 9 times in a row. I kept declining him. And I won't tell you guys exactly what I told him. I won't tell you exactly what I told him, but more or less, I'll tell y'all, I would 1,000% rather be in that seat watching my team get wore out than be where I was this time last year. Bars.
All right.
Bars.
Can't do nothing but respect that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? End of the day, we're Oklahoma. We will be back. We will be back.
Boomer soon.
Every day.
Where do you think Jalen goes?
I don't know.
In the draft.
It's crazy. Last year with the Rockets, we played the Grizzlies in Birmingham. And one of my close friends, Scott Cochran, is the strength and conditioning coach for Bama.
Okay.
So I took the stupid Uber from Birmingham all the way to Tuscaloosa to see the facilities or whatever and to see him. So he shows me around. So I got my Rocket stuff on. And so Jalen is from Houston. So he's like, man, what you repping Houston? I'm like, oh, man, I coach. So we take a picture. And I put it on the gram or whatever, and it's crazy. Like, boom, a year later, he's our quarterback. So I talk to him pretty often, and he's just a stand-up kid, man. They don't really make kids like that. We had another kid, Trevor Knight, who was the same, beat Bama about 5 years ago, and then comes back. Baker Mayfield takes his spot.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he transferred after that and goes to Texas A&M for his last year. Has a good year, but like those kids, man, to start, win national championship, win all this stuff, and then come back and not be the starter but still compete. You know what I mean? Like, they don't make kids like that no more.
Oh, yeah. I wanted him to go for that, man.
Yeah. No. That would have been like one of the dopest movies ever. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted him to. I'm thinking like, boom, he play Bama, beat them, and then Justin Fields. He plays against Georgia, beat them, and then we beat them, and that's, you know what I mean? Like,
you gotta make a movie.
Yeah, that's a movie. That's a movie.
Epic movie, bro.
Yeah, that's a movie. Remember the Titans too. You know what I mean? 2020. But nah, like I just pray that he gets in a situation where he could flourish, because he's a stand-up kid, man, and he deserves it. Yeah.
And since we touching on football a little bit in this guy,
don't ask me nothing about the NFL because I don't support y'all league. But what y'all got?
What I was going with, he got this.
I see you looking at my sweater over there, brother.
That's Matt. That's Matt team. That's Matt team.
You know
so
what it is.
yeah, that's Matt team.
Are you annoyed with this bang Niner gang?
Man, come on. I mean, they are heavy. They got a lot of history. You know what I'm saying? I was a Cowboys fan at one time in my life. But that's out of there. But that's Matt's team too. So yeah, Matt's team. I got a shirt, the playoff shirt from Matt in my crib. One of my old coworkers from the Suns works for the Niners, so she sent him a playoff shirt. I got it at the crib right now. I need to send it to him. But I was hoping if anybody would have won, it would have been the Ravens. They got 4 or 5 Oklahoma guys, and I wanted Lamar to win. One of my little homies, he plays for Green Bay Packers. He plays tight end. So, I want the homies to get their money and do well. But other than that, man, I ain't watching none of that.
Yeah, man.
Lamar gonna get one though.
Yeah, no, for sure. He young.
I'm with you on that. I broke the ice with watching this year, and I started watching. But I could. It was dudes like this guy all down my timeline. Bang.
Nah. I can't even be mad at it because I know that's how people feel with me in Oklahoma, man. So I know I be getting on they. They be getting on my. I be getting on their nerves.
Yeah, listen, I respect them, man.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was seeing them up and down your
right.
Yeah, all right, Irv, I'm rocking with that.
I'm about it, man. It's crazy. At 12 years old, that was my very first job. I was selling Coca-Cola at OU football games.
That's what I was doing.
The best job ever because I get paid to be at OU games.
At all the games.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, being in my situation, I could go to all the games. I was at the Big 12 championship game against Baylor on the field, all that. Playoffs this year, like I can do everything I want to do, man. So I'm in heaven.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm the same way. I started in the seats, man.
Yeah.
I moved over to management, but I was working in the stadiums for 10, 15 years.
Yeah, the best job, bro. The best job.
I get to be at the games for free.
Yeah,
up close and personal.
Yeah.
And man, we ain't gonna hold you too much longer.
Yeah,
but I don't know if you got another question.
I'm good, man.
We're gonna play the game. Start one, bench one, cut one.
Oh man. It gets tough because I know these guys. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Y'all gonna get me in trouble.
So we gonna do it from the training perspective.
Oh.
Who? Let's say you pick a couple of people. I always pick all 3.
Okay. I gotta go with some people that he trained in.
I was gonna go. Yeah, I guess so.
That's go with some people that he trained.
All right.
I feel like I've seen you do a lot of. You work with PG.
Whoa, Paul George?
Yeah.
No. I just met Paul we got a bunch of mutual friends.
Oh, okay.
And I just met him for the first time at Kobe camp, but I don't know nobody like that. Yeah. He one of my favorite players.
I'll go Chris Paul.
Okay.
I'll go with the other point guard, T.Y. Trae Young.
That's tough, man. So we can have a conversation off that. Let's have a conversation off that. So, buddy of mine, he had this he had a podcast, And so him and another reporter, they talked about point guards in the league. And this is maybe 5, 6 years ago. So they were asking, like, if we had a piece of paper right now, and I wrote down every attribute that y'all would want. If I just ask y'all right now, what attributes should your point guard have? Let y'all tell me.
Vision.
Okay, vision.
Court general.
Okay.
Speed.
Okay.
Mine gotta have defense.
Okay. Okay.
The ability to stop on a dime.
Okay.
Or handles. We never do handles out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Missing handles.
Make shots.
IQ.
IQ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what we missing. It sound like we naming a whack point guard right
No,
now.
no. But I'm saying so like.
The 99 player.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, no. But okay, so we take those 7, whatever that we name.
Yeah.
Right. What guard? If we take all the point guards in the league, what point guard? If we say the ability to make their teammates better, basketball IQ, so being an extension off the court of the coach on both ends. All right, the ability to defend, make stuff tough. Not you ain't got to be Avery Bradley or something like that,
Chris
but just
Paul.
make stuff tough. Clutch, being able to fourth quarter, boom, I could trust you to make plays, not turn the ball over. Like all of these things. How many guards would have like 3-4 stars in all those categories?
Yeah, that'd be Chris Paul.
Because you could say, I can give you 100 guys more
Right.
more athletic than Chris Paul.
Yeah.
But how many of them have all defensive team tied to their name?
Right. No,
You know what I
facts.
mean? Like
That's
most
facts.
guys are so athletic that they use that as their crutch. And what they're doing is they're just gambling all day.
Yeah.
Jumping passing lanes.
Yep.
And one of the problems I have with the game now, I always say basketball, NBA is the only thing you can do in America and make this type of legal money and not be the best at your craft. If you're a doctor or you're a lawyer, you got to go to school for
You
years.
gotta be the best.
You know what I mean? If you're a football player, you can be a first-round draft pick, be out the league in a couple years. If you're a baseball player, you could be the number 1 pick. You might not ever see the big leagues. You might be in the minors for 20 years. You know what I mean? Basketball, boom, we just throw you in the fire based off potential.
Yep.
Right? So
Yep.
a lot of guys, they don't really love this game. They don't treat it like a job. Luke Kuechly, that just retired the other day.
Yeah.
Luke said, he didn't have cable in his house for the first 3-4 years of his career because they said it would distract him from watching game film. Right? When I was in New Orleans, Chris Paul, we got Synergy, right? And if he watches this, he'll want me to say, what's his company? I forgot. He has another company that they break down game film too. But we got Synergy. Chris will watch Synergy every night. So like, y'all heard LeBron say he got the room with all the TVs.
Yeah,
So on a non-game night, Bron is watching every game. Right? So Bron is like a unicorn because Bron is one of the few athletes that has a super high IQ like that. Most super athletes, most big time athletes like that aren't high IQ guys because they use, like I said, that athleticism as their crutch. Steve Nash once said, if everybody worked as hard as me, I wouldn't have a job because he can't move like that. You know what I mean? But Chris Paul, man, watching every game. So I remember we was in Utah last year. He said, if I got traded to the Jazz right now, I could run it, get into their system, no practice, and run their offense right now. But most guys ain't watching film like that. Every time the point guard comes down the court, calls a call, they got to look at their coaches and ask, oh, what's coming? But the Chris Pauls, the LeBrons, like all these high-level guys, they're all right, boom, y'all caught thumb up 14, booms, pin down coming over there, AD, watch for the pick and roll, tell me which way to send them. Like, they can say that
before
without,
it even come.
You know what I mean?
And that just happened in the Laker game recently. I forgot which one it was, where LeBron was telling the other players where they were supposed to be on their play.
Exactly.
He was like, you're supposed to be down there on the pin
Yes.
down.
And LeBron, I remember somebody said something, I don't know if it was a coach I was with, but they ran something, and LeBron went to the coach and was like, y'all ain't got that in y'all's playbook. And it was a play that they just drew up, but they never ran it before. And the coach was like, yeah, you're right. We ain't never, you know what I mean? But he studies the game so much, you know what I mean? But most of these guys ain't doing that. And so that's my challenge to the young guards in this league, to challenge yourself every night, man. Challenge yourself every night to break down film on your own, watch stuff, and know what's coming, because that's going to make you an elite defender. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
Be able to play possum. You start cutting this way. Boom. Now I jump this passing lane because I know that's the next pass, whatever. Like, being able to do little stuff like that, but these guys don't challenge themselves. And I know, me and CP are really close and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you look at being able to make shots, being able to make people better. Like, everybody thought Oklahoma City was going to be one of the worst teams in the league this year.
I'm one.
And I'm telling everybody, and I'm biased or whatever, but most of my friends and family are Oklahoma City Thunder fans. My parents live walking distance from the arena. And I'm telling them, I'm like, look, you got Chris Paul. Y'all don't know about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but he's going to be an all-star. Gallinari is freaking good.
Stud.
Steven Adams is one of the best centers in the league.
Right.
Dude, super underrated.
You know what I mean? So, like, that core right there, you're going to be able to make stuff happen. And so now, boom, they're in the playoff race.
Right.
And I just think there aren't too many guys, like I said, that check off all those boxes, man.
He's probably the only, actually, when you think, point guard, regular point guards, like you say, LeBron.
Yeah, but, like, if you say even the guys that are considered better than him. So this was what my buddy said on his podcast. He was like, there's guys, and I don't want to say nobody's name, but like there's guys that we would consider at that position the better player.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they're the better player. But for the point guard position and what I need from my point guard, regardless of what my personnel is, this guy could do this, right? Because some guys, they can't play off the ball.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They, like, people used to think when Chris was in New Orleans and was with the Clippers, he just dribbled the ball all day, blah, blah, blah. What other playmakers did Chris play with?
Where he could be off the ball.
You know what I mean? That they could handle the ball, and not only just handle the ball and, all right, boom, I'm need to get off of it, or DeAndre or Blake is open, or boom, Chris is open in the other corner and can make that play. Other guys on this team were just handling the ball to get a bucket, not handling the ball to take pressure off and can run the offense and stuff like that. And that's like when Chris came to play with James in Houston, I'm like, y'all don't get it. Like, Chris is 33. Chris don't want to be doing all that all day. So that was a guy, that first year was amazing because I can just kind of chill, run the second unit, and it was amazing. But most guys can't do that. They can't do that.
Yeah, once you take that ball out, just even shooting, there's a lot of guys
not being able to shoot, man. Not being able to shoot because this game is tough. The way we gonna guard you if you can't shoot, especially in a 7-game playoff series when it's not as much transition. You know what I mean? It's congested. You got Gobert at the rim, like. You got to be able to make shots. You got to be able to make mid-range. Like, it's difficult. Yeah,
cause I remember when they traded Chris Paul over there, I was like, oh, man, why they do my guy like that, man?
No. But he wanted that. He wanted that.
Yeah, and it's I don't know if I said last episode or episode before, like, this was, or I think me and Nikki might have just been talking too. This is like the best thing that could have happened to him.
Facts.
Like,
It gave him years, man. It gave him years.
It like at first people were saying, "Oh, that contract he wasn't worth it" or whatever. Now you're seeing he's worth every penny of it.
Chris can play, and the thing about Houston, because it's so everything's so geared towards James, he couldn't really be him still. And he was figuring it out, like pick and choose my spots, especially during the second unit, but. With James having the ball so much, Chris been a point guard since he was 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all of a sudden, boom. It's like same thing with Melo, right? So you're telling me I've been the guy my whole life since I touched the basketball. Now you're telling me I'm just supposed to stand here and shoot threes, right? So now you see him, Portland let him rock out, catch the ball in the post, can create, can do some other stuff that I'm used to doing, and I don't have to change overnight. That's tough to do a 180 like that overnight, man.
I need the hoop.
Yeah, I need the hoop, bro. I need the hoop, man.
Like Vince Carter, it was a process.
It was a process. It was a process,
like
and it was like with Vince, because he can shoot, you know what I mean? All right, cool, I'll go do this and space the floor, you know what I mean? And I
that goes back to what you said earlier where, I got to know my role.
Yeah.
So Vince, I noticed when Vince was like, okay, I'm transitioning my game to the 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't so much trying to drive or be the man anymore.
And this go create longevity.
Yeah, and he worked on that clip. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it, man.
Yeah.
But to have guys that understand and respect their role is rare, but that's championship teams though too.
Yeah.
Championship teams always have.
Like, think about AI. You know how many more years AI could have played because AI at those last couple years, now you got Chris Paul, you got Darren Williams, you got Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, you got all these young guys coming at that position. If he would have said, all right, cool, I'm going to come off the bench.
And I'm going to give y'all that Lou Will.
I'm going to give y'all Lou Will. Now you got him coming against second unit guys every night playing 20.
Destroy them.
Oh my gosh.
Destroy them.
But in his mind, I'm still AI. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah. AI could have played another 5 years. Bro.
Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
buddy.
Easy.
Yeah.
That's why LeBron, he could play the 40-something.
No. Like think about that realistically. If LeBron said, I'm cool coming off the bench, LeBron, like, I ain't gonna put no pressure on me. LeBron could play basketball till he's 50. No, like, think about it.
Yeah.
Like if Vince Carter is 41, right?
Yeah.
LeBron's 35 and doing this.
Right. He hasn't
dunking like
really
this, moving like this.
Down
he hasn't
yet.
started slowing down. And his slowdown compared to everybody else's because he's so athletic. Right? If he says, all right, cool, I'll start working on being a spot up shooter and whatever. And now, like, Bron could be 50 years old, coming off the bench and being a high level small forward.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, he
really got to leave on. He gonna leave on his own terms.
It sounds crazy, but realistically, he could play.
He could do it.
Like 48.
Leave on his own terms.
Yeah.
Do you think he plays with his son? Like his son, because already
wherever
your son get drafted, it's gonna be,
free agency.
It's not gonna be a high team. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna get drafted early in the draft.
But LeBron he shouldn't be the same LeBron by then. He should be.
But that's just
1 year deals, though.
Yeah, that's 3 years. Because by the time if Bronny is in position to do that, he could leave after high school probably by then.
Oh yeah,
because
you know what I mean. He won't have to do college.
Next year, right?
Yeah,
2021 they're supposed to revisit.
So he could come from college. So Bron be 38, 39.
Yeah, they'll be in the league together, but play together.
Yeah, because Bron, just wherever you get drafted, boom, I just go on free agency.
That'd be crazy. Just literally, because again, you get drafted, you're gonna be drafted by one of the weaker teams.
Yeah.
So man, whatever.
Bron gonna be on Detroit, man.
Detroit,
yeah. Savannah and the family got to move to Michigan, man. Yeah.
We're gonna do this for a year, then we'll come back. Come back after.
He mess around. They give that freaking rigged lottery. They'll get the Cavs another number one pick.
They go home.
They ninth number one pick in 10 years and stuff, and he go back to the crib.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
Gosh.
Another movie.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Well, shoot, man, we gonna let you off the hook on this.
I appreciate it.
Who would I would have said? I think we had Chris Paul, Trae Young, and
who else was on that list, man?
I was gonna go with Ja.
That's a tough group, bro.
Yeah,
that's a tough group. So that's the thing. What are we trying to do? We trying to win right now. You know what I'm saying? Because neither one of those two young guys, they've done it. Yeah.
They on their way.
So to lead a team, and be able to defend, know what it takes to win a 7-game series, like they not there yet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So right now, man, I gotta go obviously see.
Yeah, he's definitely starting.
Yeah, I love Ja too, man. That's my little homie, man. Like, y'all gave me 2 family members and a homie, man. Like, that's tough. Can I sacrifice myself? You know what I mean? Can I just cut myself? And they all,
they both CP back up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they could play together. You know what I mean? Trey could play off the ball. And, you know what I mean? Like, Trey can make shots, run them off some pin downs. That's tough, man. You know what I mean? I want all the homies to win. I'd sacrifice myself, man.
All right, you cut. Yeah, we ain't going to answer that one. breaking news here, right here on a minute till 6.
Right. No, so the Kings just traded T. Reeves to the Portland Trailblazers.
We lit. I love it.
Trailblazers sent out Kent Bazemore.
Good.
Anthony Tolliver in 2 seconds.
Okay.
And the Kings sent out T. Reeves, Wenyen Gabriel, and
I'm going tomorrow.
I'm out there tomorrow.
Nah, man. My homie Gennaro Pargo is a coach. That's family. Mm-hmm. And Dame and CJ, those are my guys, man.
Yeah, good dude.
And of course, Melo, man. So, and they coach is a Sooner, man.
Yeah.
Terry Stotts is a Sooner, yeah. That's love. I love that. That's big for them. That's a big pickup.
It cut their tax bill in half.
Yeah.
So they got T. Reeves.
Yeah, dude was making a lot of money.
So.
Yeah. You got a shot maker, defender, leader, and all that stuff. That's big.
Do you think the Blazers got a chance to make some noise, even though they had this, this slow start?
Man, they do that every year.
Yeah.
No matter what, man, Dame's gonna be in the playoffs, dude. You know what I mean? That he's gonna be in the playoffs, and trying to integrate Melo, and plus with the injuries they've had, like it's taken a lot of work, man. They've been half a lineup a lot of games, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, trying to figure out Whiteside and how he fits in the puzzle. Not having Nurkic, obviously, so it's been tough for them. But I mean, Dame's gonna be Dame. CJ's gonna pick it up, and he got off kind of slow start, wasn't shooting the ball that great. But I never bet against those guys. They always gonna be there at the end of the day, man. Yeah,
man. One of the best backcourts in the league.
Facts.
Shoot, could they go as the best?
It's $1 billion backcourt if you look at the books.
It's crazy. I mean, because I talk to kids, like when we talk about like just straight hoopers, man, like. CJ has so much game, bro.
Yeah.
CJ, like when it just comes to ones, like when it comes to just straight ones, Kyrie and CJ McCollum, as far as like not being predictable, just playing off of instinct, like you rarely see them do the same move, kind of twice. They got it, man. Kyrie and CJ, man.
Like a mud, man.
No, that's real. Because like you say, most people are predictable, which nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no, because you can't stop it. But like
Kyrie
those two,
and CJ, like I can't really explain his game. Like I can't say this is what CJ does. He loves the mid range.
You can tell it's literally on the go.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying. Depending on what I'm seeing, it's just instincts.
Yeah,
just happen.
Like the move Kai did against Steph, right? Where he came and switched hands and came back. That's a move like people would go to the gym. I'm gonna work on this 1,000 reps, and you know what I mean. Like this is gonna be the count. Kyrie just did that on. I've never seen him do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Off the cuff.
Like oh crap, he cut. Like just feel
his reaction.
Like you can't do nothing with that, man. Like them two dudes is tough, but I never bet against Portland, and I'm glad my homie went over there. Because that just wasn't a good situation.
Nice.
And you seen CJ? He seemed a little excited when people started talking about doing ones and AllStar.
I put this thing together years ago when I was still in Phoenix, and I put like a presentation together, and I had all my homies in brackets that I know, like going like that. James Harden, CJ McCollum. I had Jeremy and Gennaro Pargo. Isaiah Thomas, I don't know if I said Isaiah, but Jamal Crawford, like all these guys that I know just really get down. And I presented it to Floyd Mayweather's people and Rick Ross's people about like sponsoring it and putting some money behind it and like saying the winner get cash, right? Because Floyd got a thing, I think he called it like the dog pound or something.
Dog house.
Where you have all the homies like they come and they fight and they don't put no clock on it. They just go at it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I basically drew it up like that where we was gonna play ones. And now everybody's starting to talk about like doing their AllStar. Man, I've been saying I had it written out and I had the brackets put together. I had like this dude make these crazy pictures like of the tournament and was gonna have him put some cash behind it. Nobody wanted to jump on it, but like I always say, instead of like doing a skills challenge, I don't care. Drilling around. I'm not watching. I'm not going.
I'm getting up.
You know what I mean? Like even the dunk contest.
That's my break, bro.
It's done.
Let me go warm up this popcorn. Yeah,
return these calls real quick.
Right.
Yeah, the dunk contest is watered down.
Yeah, because it's like how much new stuff can y'all really do? Like you see these Instagram dudes doing more than our NBA guys. Yeah. That's what they do.
All day.
You know what I mean?
That's their
they
skill.
should throw them in it.
We actually got not to cut you off. We got one of the top dunkers in the world. Jay Clark, the jumper. He from Fresno.
The teacher.
Yeah.
We follow each other on the ground.
Yeah. He from Fresno or living. I think he from here, but live in Fresno.
But like guy like that, like put him in the NBA. Dunk. We gonna do the celebrity game and stuff anyway. Just let them do it. You know what I mean? Because for years everybody's like, put Bron in. Like how much Bron even said it. Like how much creativity he gonna jump high and dunk hard. But as far as creativity and doing something we've never seen before that we gonna get excited about. Let some of these Instagram do it. That's the world anyway. You know what I mean? These Instagram dudes. Let them do it. Shock us and we be cool. But the ones like finding a way to
that'd be crazy.
I just think too many guys are scared to compete because like if I
you
lose, you know what I mean?
You take that L. One-on-one, he beat you on TV, bro.
Right. Migos is sitting right there. Jay-Z and Beyonce right there. It's like, ooh, this. You know what I mean? Like it just won on the island. Like it's different.
Then the conversation of who would goes away because now we know.
You
know what I'm saying? That ego with social media.
Exactly.
You know,
I don't think a lot of guys want that action.
Nah, it's not gonna happen. But because CJ, it looked like he was licking his chops because he posted about it. We could do that.
Right.
So,
man,
and then the last thing we gotta get because you're big on players' mentality and the love for the game and stuff. And we also just found out again is so
your boy Zion Williamson.
You seen the video of him a week ago, right?
Yeah, he's gonna debut on the 22nd. But the big talk for the last week was he fell asleep on the sideline.
Yeah,
he did it again.
He just did it again. So what is?
Well, y'all gotta understand. Where you from?
Fresno. Well, I'm originally LA, but Fresno.
Okay,
Fresno.
Right. So I'm from Oklahoma, but I lived in New Orleans for a while.
Boy,
both of y'all are from here, but y'all have experienced the itis.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, out there sleepy. I'm like, what's going on? This is 2 times in a week. That's the game like.
Hey,
I feel him. I'm like,
I'm not playing. Halftime. Boom! I probably ate something, some jambalaya, some gumbo. You know what I'm saying?
It's different.
What you want me to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want me to stay locked in? Game.
When you put it like that, it's something different. I was just curious.
It's probably a little chilly in the arena.
Yeah.
And I just had this food. Like I really just want to lay on the couch.
That.
You know what I mean?
That first game, it was like down by 3 in the fourth quarter. He like.
I mean, I still, bro.
And it looked like that's what he thinking too, because he's fighting it.
He fighting.
He wasn't trying. He blinking. He like, come on,
man. That boy ate good, man. I ain't even mad at you, Zion. You know what I mean? I can't wait to get back to New Orleans and eat good with you, bro. It's tough out here, man. It's tough. That food had me in the worst shape of my life, man. But I was happy. You feel me? I was happy, dog.
I love it life,
you know what I mean? Beignets. We eating bread pudding with every meal. Next time I come, I can make bread pudding out of Krispy Kreme donuts. Chris Paul's chef crack.
What?
Chris Paul's chef at the time in New Orleans taught me how to make it. Every day he would make it. He'd show me whatever. For years, bro, I've been making Krispy Kreme donut bread pudding. Crack. I'm Frank Lucas, man.
Turn me all up.
I don't mess around. Next time I come, I got you.
I'm like, man, I need that.
Yeah. New Orleans is a different world, man. It's its own little world down there, man. And the food is OD.
Yeah, that was a tough place for him to go.
It's tough with that build and all that stuff, man. I'm anxious to see him. He got to lose some weight though, man.
Yeah,
Thank you. So they got on me big couple episodes ago. Everybody was hating in the comments, man, and I was tripping because I said, if he don't drop some weight, is the longevity of his career.
So you're not wishing bad on, buddy.
That's what I said. But you just being
realistic. To play like you look at Bron, right? He's 270, but he's lean.
Yeah, he's lean.
You know what I mean? He's lean. To be that big and play 80, 90 games.
Our body's not built.
And his game is built all off explosion.
Boom.
So you look at even Blake Griffin. He's lean, but he's a heavy guy. Rookie year, boom, hurt. Like I was telling everybody that, and they trying to argue me down. Next thing you know, first game of summer league, hurt. comes back right before season, hurt. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. Like he was at, the little school in South Carolina. He looked like Will Smith playing at Bel Air Academy, dunking on these little kids. It's easy. It's light. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then you go to Duke. All right, boom. I got other guys around me, but it's still just 30 games.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now you talking about playing 90 games, and I don't really know if he did much pre-draft because he didn't train with nobody pre-draft.
And he didn't make it through the 30 at Duke.
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't make it through the 30 at Duke because the shoe joint, and then it's like
he a large dude.
He a large dude automatically. Like and it's hard when you're that young. You get older. Your metabolism slowing down. Yeah. But when you're young and you're jumping like that, you're like, man, what I need to lose weight for? What I need to get a nutritionist and a chef and all that stuff and eat different. It's hard to train your mind that way.
Then in New Orleans.
That place, man. Man.
So I that was my comparison. I said the same
you
thing.
said it a lot more tasteful right now than what you said in the past.
But I think that was it's exactly what I
know your heart was.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. It was that and I compared him to Blake Griffin. I said he'll be a 22-10 guy. But for how long is one question, and then at what point do you become just a role player after a while?
Yeah,
but you're not going to be that guy. Maybe 5-6 years, and which was Blake 6 years AllStar.
Right? I love Zion because one of the things like we talk about is athleticism and all that stuff. The thing that makes Zion so special is I can name you a bunch of guys that come in this league with crazy athleticism, but no motor.
Yeah.
So they doing all the dunks and the warm ups, and then nothing about their game in that 48 minutes says athleticism. You know what I mean? They're playing slow. They're getting beat on defense. They're not getting back in transition. They're not sprinting the floor and running the lanes hard. Like this kid plays hard all the time. Yeah. And that's one of his biggest attributes. Most guys don't play that hard. Yeah. And if he can find a way to stay on the court, that's what's gonna set him apart. Forget making shots. He'll eventually make shots and make perimeter shots, but just being around the rim and being active and big body and all that stuff, that's what's gonna help him kill. But like you said, man, I just don't know how long that's gonna be. Like if he comes back on the 22nd, I mean, how many games does he really play realistically from now till April? Right. You know what I mean?
They're going to be probably sitting them out from back-to-backs.
Back-to-backs, and then just him, like, boom, now you're thrown in the fire, trying to, go a million miles an hour again. Like, it's going to be tough, bro.
He already dunking and stuff.
Yeah.
He back doing that.
Yeah.
Hold on. I lied on 2 questions. I got one more for you.
Go ahead, you go.
I was talking. I ain't gonna say his name, but I was talking to an agent.
Okay.
In the NBA, and he was saying that a lot of players, like most of the league, the difference between the league now and back in like the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
He's like the league is full of athleticism.
Yeah.
But no skill. Would you?
I wouldn't say skill. So I think the skill set is better in terms of, like I said. Yeah. Guys being able to use both hands, guys being able to make shots, because guys wasn't shooting a 3 like that back then. Like we have so many trainers, we have so many people dedicated to just your skill set. I think the skill isn't the question. I think it's the basketball IQ and the toughness, right? So knowing how and when to do the stuff. So if I just say, boom, we're going to put this guy in drills, 1-on-0, most of these guys are going to look better than anything we saw 20 years ago, right? Yeah. But I might be able to get guys from 20 years ago that are still in shape, like some guys from the Big 3 or something like that that's still in shape and can go, and they might, like I could get Coutinho Mobley, and he might smack these guys right now off of 2 dribbles.
He got
just because he just knows how to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was at the Clippers facility a couple years ago, and they was on the far end. And I walked in and I saw this dude like with a beard, like full gray. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Somebody think they Uncle Drew and trying to be funny. You know what I mean? Like they done seen Kyrie and all right, they got who's this with the Velcro beard on? Yeah. You know what I mean? the guy won every game. And I look, that's Coutinho.
Cat.
When I seen
killing
him,
all these NBA dudes.
when I seen him come up with the big three, the first thing that's what I did. I was like, man. I was like, who's the dude with the gray beard and gray hair and like he had black hair last time we seen him.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm looking at the jumper.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, that's Mobley. That's him.
But people don't know how good he was.
Dude.
They don't know how good he was.
Him and Steve Francis?
Yeah, Stevie, like these guys, but I think today just the IQ and knowing when and where, and that's what I was saying about playing pickup. Like I think a lot of these guys, you're playing AAU, so it's like I'm playing in these games and it's not really structured for real. I'm playing with the best of the best, and you know what I mean? Like we just freelancing, and then you do these drills, but you don't really understand how and when to use it. Then when you do so many drills, you really become robotic. So I like the best example I use is postmen. If we grow up and we around 5'9" to 6'3", right? We can find a million guys like us in our neighborhood. We can go play ones against and whatever.
Right.
If I'm 6'10", 6'11",
where you finding them at?
you know what I mean? Ain't nobody in a 100-mile radius that I could play with. So I get to college and I get a coach, and he wants to teach me every Hakeem Olajuwon footwork move in the book.
Yeah.
And now I got this drink all this crap to my game, but I don't know when to use it. So now everything I do becomes predetermined. So now I'm thinking, all right, boom, I got the block.
Now
I'm gonna run down there. I'm gonna do up and under. He cut that. You know what I mean? Like pump fake. Like you predetermine all your moves because you're robotic. If you're a guard, you've been a guard all your life. You had the ball in your hand. You know how to do it.
Right.
But I just think too many of these guys, like you just don't. They don't have a good feel, and especially being able to make other people better, play without the ball. And so I think the skill set is there, but just knowing when and where to use that skill set and the IQ and stuff like that, I just don't think a lot of these guys nowadays have that anymore. And then once you make it to the league, most of these guys don't even care because I made it to the league.
Paid.
I'm here. It's confusing to me. I see guys they've been in the league all this time, but I don't see any progression in your jumper. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm getting this check.
One of my friends was excited about getting a draft pick this year. And I told him, I said, man, I don't know, because I don't know how that kid is going to be coming to the city y'all in. And you know what I mean? Like, are they going to get there and say, are all these distractions? I made it to the league. I mean, if I just stay here long enough, then I'll naturally just get better because I'm here. Right. Rather than, all right, cool, practices at this time, I'm going to go to practice, go home, take a nap, go back, get extra work in on some Kobe Bryant, you know, mindset type stuff. Like, I just don't see that, you know. So it's a lot of guys. Man, I've known guys in the league that didn't want to go in the game. Like, they would get mad when they got subbed in because it was like, that ain't what I'm here for, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm here to party.
I'm here to be this cheerleader. Hey, keep doing you. You know what I mean? All the handshakes and all that. You know what I mean? What you want to do for dinner after the game? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna set the reservation.
You want me to go in? Come on, coach. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, like that ain't what I do, man.
Hey, stress the
you know what I'm saying? Mentally, I'm not even on that right now. You know what I mean? Like, I know guys, like I said, didn't want to go in the game for real.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's funny. Yeah. I've heard one of them, but I know guys that, like, when it's off season, they don't want to do nothing basketball.
I know guys that when the schedule come out, they'll tell people, yeah, I ain't playing that game. I ain't playing that game. Yeah, I might not even be in town then. Like, they already had it mapped out of what they was going to miss. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these guys don't love hoop, man.
They just could play.
They can play good enough to have that job. You know what I'm saying? It's a means to an ends.
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
It's tricky.
But Irv, man, we appreciate
all
you,
love,
bro.
Man. All love.
Coming out.
Yeah,
man.
Y'all probably ready to go, man. I can talk to y'all all day, man. I'm bored. I'm about to go home and watch this game. Maybe. I'll probably go to sleep.
Then we got the fights going on.
Yeah. Man, I can't do UFC, man.
You don't like UFC?
I can't do UFC. I can't sit there and just watch a man get his head beat in. Like, what we doing right now, man?
It's brutal.
I'd rather see y'all shoot each other. We gonna do this, man. Like, I like
Russian roulette.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather see that than just. I don't want to watch that.
It's like, come on, stop it.
Yeah, like that's just. We talk about these Mike Vick and the dogs. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? This is human beings, bro.
What's
I ain't
crazy?
saying we bigger than them, but what is this, man?
What's crazy is though, like lately the boxers been dying. It
Yeah,
seems like it'll be them.
They said somebody said that like there's less head trauma in UFC.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
For the boxing, man, it's over 12 rounds repeatedly.
Yeah, that's just.
And then the sparring.
Yeah,
and all
that could just be 30 seconds of you getting your head beat. It's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm cool, bro. I'm cool, man. I don't want no parts. I like boxing. My man Floyd don't get touched. He's a tactician. You know what I mean? Great defense. That's what I want to watch.
Since we done touched on it a little bit, we gonna get out of here though.
Yeah, man. I don't want to keep y'all up, man. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm unemployed out here, man. I'm chilling.
The fight of the year.
Okay.
Shoot, possibly, maybe even decade. Mm-hmm. The Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury 2.
Oh yeah.
I'm in there.
Man.
I'm in there.
That's what I'm trying.
Yeah, I saw D Wilder fight in Brooklyn. Last May I saw him fight in Brooklyn last year. Now he's just I be thinking about this all the time. Me and David West used to talk about this. All the college football players that don't make it to the NFL, they should pick up boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You should pick up boxing. Like, what you gonna do? Go be security at the club? Like, just go take up boxing, bro.
Right.
Because like Deontay Wilder, he don't have a great skill set.
Nah.
He's just a freak of nature.
And that
punch will put you to sleep. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm on.
And getting paid.
For sure.
Lock you.
That's
for
sure.
M's.
Yeah.
It's literally like, because I got a friend, Anthony Fain or whatever. He hates Wilder because he's like, he doesn't box. It's one punch. And I'm
right. What you want him to do? Do something about it. Duck it then.
That's just like every sport, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if I got my 3-and-D guy, that's all I need him to do all game. If you got this one punch, he's got to be great at that one punch.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
But so I'm guessing you going with Wilder on the rematch.
It's tough, man. It's tough because Fury tough. He's tough, dog. Like, I just want to see a good fight. I want to see 12 rounds. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing we always talk about fights. Like, I was telling my boys, like I could probably overspend and get a little closer to the ring. Mm-hmm. Shout out, I got a lot of friends in the industry, and they hooked me up. So his last fight, I sat ringside. But I could probably do that every time. But think about it. I remember when I was a kid, my dad got the Tyson fight. Back then, we wasn't really just frivolous with bread. Right? So the homies would throw the money in the pot for the pay-per-view. Right. And I'm a little kid, my dad and all his friends around.
Or had the chip for the pay-per-view.
Man, right. So my dad, he think he's slick. Right before the fight, I'm going to go make some popcorn. He go make the popcorn. He come back, fight over. Tyson then knocked dude out in 30 seconds. And my dad like, hold up, man, I done spent the bread. You know what I mean?
I ain't even seen the
You know what I mean? I can't go on Instagram and look at it. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta wait for 10 years to watch it on the replay.
That remind me of that Martin episode where they had to fight.
I don't want to fight no more.
Get out!
I don't want to fight no more. Yeah. Tommy him and Hurts.
Oh man.
Yeah, for the charity.
Yeah, I want to see the long fight, but as a boxer, you gotta get him out of there.
You gotta get him up out of there, man.
I think somebody going down this time for sure, and not getting back up.
Fury claiming he gonna knock him out.
I mean, of course, that's you gotta say that coming.
I'm
gonna knock you out, and you gonna tell me you gonna knock me out.
Right. I think he's trying to fake him into thinking he really come at him, but you know Wilder coming for the knockout.
He coming for the knockout. You trying to get that baby over with over. You think so?
I think he catch him this time. I mean, he got him last time and he got back up. That's not realistic. I don't think. Over and over, I don't think it's realistic. I think you catch him this time.
And it was a slow count too. It was slow.
Yeah, right.
It should have been done. It took him a long time.
2 Mississippi.
He was looking for Wilder celebrating.
Right.
Let's get the count going.
Right.
But
Right, that's a big man. I'm gonna be in there for sure.
It's gonna be man. Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm pulling up.
And before we go in, I want to send my condolences to my family and ask y'all to pray for my family. We just lost a family member to cancer, and I just want my cousins Javance, D, Tay, and Chandra to know that you know my family. We praying for you. We all in this together. Love y'all, and I'll see you guys soon. And Irv, if you want to shout out your handle and everything.
Man, prayers to your family. Saw that on your brother's page earlier, but man, Irv_Roland on Twitter and Instagram, man. But I appreciate y'all having me, man.
I appreciate you coming.
I could talk the game and stuff all day. With some real ones, man. So I appreciate it, man.
Much love.
Yeah.
Hopefully this ain't the last time.
Man, I'm right up the street. Holla at me, man. Yeah.
And I mean, you gotta catch you when you in the country at least.
Right.
International Irv.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the handle.
You don't get much sleep, huh?
Nah, I don't get much sleep. Kind of thrown off, but it is what it is. We make it work. Yeah.
And thank y'all for tuning in. This is Minute Till 6 of Mark Haynes, MH the Champ, along with my co-host
Chris Perry, Chris.Perry SR.
And we out.
Peace.